I want to first ask you about the breaking news from the DOJ. What have you learned from the Justice Department?
Listen, so we've talked a lot about the fact that this community wants accountability. Sam just expertly took us through that. That's what I've been hearing across the board as well. We heard it here from protesters, people that were here watching the president visit, of course, the governor as well, speaking with the president. You heard people saying, we need change, we need accountability, right? This town needs help. Our kids need to be safe in schools. And I want to read for you the Justice Department now saying they're going to launch an incident review. And let me read for you verbatim what we're getting on this, because I think it's important to take you through this. The U.S. Department of Justice today releasing the following statement at the request of Uvalde Mayor Don McLaughlin. The U.S. Department of Justice will, in fact, conduct a critical incident review of the law enforcement response to the mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas. The goal, they say, of this review is to provide an independent account of law enforcement actions and responses that day and to identify lessons learned, as they say, and best practices to help first responders prepare for and respond to active shooter events. The review will be conducted with the department's Office of Community-Oriented Policies, and this will obviously, as they go on to say, be an independent review. Now, I want to reiterate, right, this is not them saying they are launching an investigation. This is an incident review by the Department of Justice. An investigation could subsequently come next if, in fact, they find wrongdoing, if, in fact, they find that the police department should have gone in sooner, if, in fact, they find, as they did, by the way, when it came to Parkland, that the school resource officer stayed outside the building while children were losing their sides inside that building. So this is obviously something we're going to be following along the way. Wondering, of course, if the president's going to... Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me ask you, though, because I've just pulled this up as well as my phone, and there's one phrase I want to go over with you, that this review is going to try to look for the best practices to help first responders prepare for and respond to active shooter events. What was going on there 2 months ago in Uvalde?
Preparing for and responding to events.
There you go.
They were practicing to prepare and respond to events. We have reporting. Sam's done some reporting on this as well. New York Times has done some reporting. NBC, other reporters here have done some reporting on this as well. First of all, they have a SWAT team 2 years ago posting on their Facebook, this SWAT team saying we are prepared for an active shooter drill. We are visiting every public school in Uvalde County, in the Uvalde area, to prepare for an active shooter drill. We want people to know the resources are there to keep them safe. 2 years ago. 2 months ago, they had active shooter drills in the hallways of these schools. We have images of those drills. They had individuals pretending to lie on the ground as if they had been shot, Alex, preparing for an incident like this. But in fact, here we are, the Sunday after a mass shooting, 21 people losing their lives, 19 of those children, and the cops failed to go in. An hour plus. They stood outside waiting for backup. And so you're right in pointing that out, in saying we are going to prepare for, we need to figure out what to do. They were preparing. They did figure out what to do. But you can't help but think this is an incident review. If, in fact, they find wrongdoing, there could be an investigation launched. So we need to keep that in mind.